whisper secrets of old. Beneath the shadow of mountains, bold and cold, stood a church half in ruins under skies forever gray, where the bride in black, they say, was wed that fateful day. Whiskey bottles lay empty by tombstones worn and cracked, each sip a silent prayer for love that won't come back. Oh, beneath the bride in black lies a tale too dark to tell, in the heart of a ghost town where lost spirits dwell. Her veil a curtain to the past, her eyes a stormy sea. Beneath the bride in black lies the death of you and me. Too steep to pay, promised to a devil beneath the clay he lay. A train whistle moans through silent desert nights, carrying souls away from their unwinnable fights. She waits in that chapel where once vows were proudly said, among the echoes of the promises and the whisper of the dead. Oh, beneath the bride in black, secrets are kept in the sand, in the heart of cursed lands by a forsaken band. Her tears they burn like whiskey, her sorrow never free. Beneath the bride in black lies the curse of you and me. Sky in the ashes, I heard her last goodbye. Revenge or love, the line's too thin to see. In her eyes a storm raged back at me. Beneath the bride in black, I found my broken creed in the ruins of love, where my heart bleeds for every whisper in the dust, for every silent plea. Beneath the bride in black, I lost the best of me. Beneath the bride in black, forever we shall be. Blood-red skies, I ride through the ghost town where the old crow fly. Echoes of train whistle, weeping soft and slow, past the church with burned walls where the sad winds blow. The 6 bullets of fate in my weathered old gun, each one a memory, each deed undone. Shadows stretch long as my sins parade down cursed lanes in the choices I made. Found an old whiskey bottle, dust covered and sealed, in the room where my love's betrayal was revealed. Her picture a faded reminder of what's lost. A love pure and honest, but oh, what a cost. 6 bullets of fate for the ghost that I keep, each whisper a secret that I can't let sleep. Shadows fall heavy in the silent despair on paths paved with sorrow leading nowhere. There in the silence stood a man, once my friend. stone. On revenge did depend. We drew in the dusk our past written in sand. Two shadows colliding in this forsaken land. 6 bullets of fate, now 5 in the ground. One waits in my pocket where my peace is found. Shadows grow quiet as I kneel and pray in this land of the lost, where I'll soon lay. This darkly woven tale, set in the haunting landscape of a cursed western terrain, tells a story of loss, betrayal, and eventual resignation, all framed by the ominous. Six bullets of fate.
Silence of a ghost town's clutch, the wind whispers secrets covered in dust. The whiskey bottles clanking in my worn out sack, echoes of betrayal, ain't no turning back. Sunset bleeding red on a cursed land. Here I tread a shadow, gun in hand. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My heart bleeds a tale too bitter spoke. Lost love's fire in the cold night stokes, under starlit skies and the devil's jokes. Remember her laughter under the old church light, before it burned to ashes that cursed night. A train whistle moaning through the empty plains, like a ghostly reminder of our sweet love's remains. He took her from me, left nothing but her grave. Now I'm chasing shadows of the man I crave. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. Vengeance is path, my burden to evoke. Through forgotten graves and tales misspoke, every step I take, my resolve rewokes. In the silence of the desert, their faces appear, haunting my dreams, stoking my fears. A showdown looming in the dusk's embrace. His eyes meet mine, time slows its pace. Revenge and smoke, this life's cruel joke. Gunfire echoes as all ties are broke. Dust settles down on the path I chose. In a land of ghosts, a lone figure rose. shadow played low. Revenge and smoke in the desert's endless. Whoa. Out where the hollow winds whisper sins, past the chapel where the fire took the saints. There's a trail lit by the ghost of a lantern's glow, where whiskey bottles mark a path only cursed know. Each step a memory, each shadow a tale of woe. Where the lantern path waits to do the bones of fate. Under the moon's cold watch lies a story unspoken. The cries of the night, they know my name. Lost love's echo and the winds that never wane. Dust remembers a stride of forsaken boots, through silent towns with boarded saloons. There's a flame that burns in a lover's scorn, and a man with a heart from which all warmth has shorn. Promises like tumbleweeds gone as soon as they're sworn. Where the lantern path awaits with silent gates, past forgotten graves where the love once bloomed. Here lies the dust of dreams decayed on cursed lands where we once prayed. In the valley of shadows I met my fears, face to face with the years and the salt of my tears. A showdown with the ghost in my mind, where the past and present are cruelly entwined. I reach for my gun as the night resigned. Where the lantern path waits, I settle my scores with the ghosts of my love and the wars of my remorse. The stars witness my sins in this desolate expanse. I walk alone, gave the devil his dance. On the lantern path, there's nothing left but to advance. Out where the sand swallows the sun's last light, beneath the crows that circle tight, whiskey bottles lay thrown beside the road, where a lone figure with a heavy load recalls the thunder of a train in flight. Echoes from the devil's deal they ride, where shadows stretch and old ghosts by. Lost loves wail in the dust storm scream, burning churches by the creek of dream, where every whispered sin must confide. He struck a pact beneath the blood-red moon for silver and a lover's swoon. Dust to dust, the curse of lands did claim, left him with nothing but his shame, and a heart as empty as a forgotten tomb. Echoes from the devil's deal, they haunt. Silent deserts bear the brunt. Whispered vows and curses thrown in winds that chill down to the bone, and every gust his sins confront. Stood eye to eye with the devil, couldn't deny. A gun arose and a soul to sell. He chose his path and chose it well. In the night you can hear his cry. Echoes from the devil's deal, now done underneath the setting sun. Resigned to roam this cursor plight in the silence of the desert night. A man outlaws the past you can't outrun. In the heart of a cursed desert town, under the eye of a blood-red moon, where the whispers of the wind sound like a mournful, forgotten tune. The dust swirls round empty bottles, and the chapel bells no longer sound. A lone figure walks the shadows, where his peace used to be found. Gone with the revenge, a heart turned stone. Beneath the burning skies he walks alone. Lost love's echo in a whiskey-soaked breath. He's a haunted soul, dancing with death. Once a lover, now a silhouette against the backdrop of despair. Traded rings for a revolver after vows dissolved in air. That old train whistles a reminder of the night she slipped away with his best friend at the station in the early hours of day. Gone with the revenge, a heart turned stone. Beneath the burning skies he walks alone. Lost love's echo in a whiskey-soaked breath. He's a haunted soul, dancing with death. By the light of a fire in a burning church, he sees their shadows on the flame. With each crackle of the wood, hears the falter of his name. Truth strikes like a thunderclap, his hand tied on the gun. Revenge or mercy in this moment, but the choice can't be undone. Go with the revenge or let it go. In the silence to blow from cursed ground to the path of grace. In every forgotten grave, a lesson trace. Gone with the revenge, heart begins to mend. Underneath the starlit sky, may the ghosts finally end. In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in the language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales. Underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows sway. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart. Midnight in the silent grave where the past tears you apart. She was red, the flame of the prairie, burning fierce and burning bright. Left me cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whisper in a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame of faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave where we count the sins we saved. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart I see her, with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge a bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now our ghosts no longer roam. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shout a loud confession, every echo a farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal. Of a ghost town, under cursed moon's glare, stands the old wooden barn at the edge of despair. The whiskey bottles lay shattered where secrets don't die, and the echoes of train whistles sing out a lonesome cry. Dust storms rise with a vengeance from the silent desert floor, as shadows dance in the flames of the barn's fiery door. Dancing with a burning barn, spinning in its fiery walls, twisting round the cinders, holding tight to what was lost. Every flicker tells a tale of a love that turned to scorn. Haunted hearts keep dancing on the night the barn burned warm. She swore love by the river, beneath the willow's shade, but her promises were empty, just like the bed we made. Found her whispering in moonlight in a stranger's coat of arms. By dawn I watched my bitter tears feed the flames upon my farm.
burning church on the hill, its bell told her deceit. Forgotten graves stirred, their silence incomplete. Dancing with a burning barn, whirling in its scalding embrace. Each ember a memory, each shadow her face. Every spark a whisper of nights when love was sworn. Cursed hearts keep dancing on the night the barn burned warm. Ash-laden whispers, the desert winds confess. In every crackling timber, I hear sweet redress. Ghostly waltz in the firelight, the past refuses to die. Dancing with the specters neath the black, starless sky. Dancing with a burning barn, scorched earth under my feet. Moving through the memories that refuse to retreat. Every fire dies down, but this ghost will always mourn. A heart forever dancing where that old barn burned warm. In the valley where the sun forgot to shine, dust devils dance with the ghost of twisted pines. Whiskey bottles lay buried in sands of regret. Echoes of train whistles, memories we can't forget. Old town's church with its steeple ablaze, burned prayer, smoky haze in the cursed land's maze. Underneath the moon's scornful glare lies a town too lost to care. We walk on bones in the cursed land sand, forgotten souls in the ashes command. Love once bloomed on this desolate track, turned to dust by a cold-hearted pact. Her laughter a ghost in the silent desert air. Her betrayal a thorn of eternal despair. A grave unmarked under shadows cast, whispered tales of a love that couldn't last. Beneath the stars in different light, with shadows merging with the night, we tread on dreams in the cursed land's way, chasing echoes of the heartbreak. At the crossroads I stand with my sin, face to face with what might have been. A revolver's cold kiss, a decision to win. The whispers, the curses on the wind, they send. Now I ride through the ashes alone, this cursed land, my spectral home. With each mile I cross, I'm farther apart from the hell of the past, but never my heart, so I'll roam with my tales spun of dust in the ashes of the curse, in the whispers we trust. of the mesa where the cold winds howl lies a town too dead for dust, too gone for foul. Hear the echo of the train over lost and broken tracks. A bottle of whiskey lying empty alongside spent gun rack.
Dance the revenge waltz beneath the moon's cold stare. Spin with the ghosts of what's left swirling through the barren air. Each step a tale of wrath, every turn burns the path. Silhouettes in a cursed land where salvation never lasts. Yeah.
Once loved a girl as fierce as desert blooms, betrayed by a whisper she met an early tomb. Underneath the church where we once knelt in prayer, now nothing but ashes, smoke still hanging there.
Dance the revenge waltz, charting sacred ground. Haunted melodies of a pistol's retort, a haunting vengeful sound. Step to the rhythm of retribution's call, our spirits guide my hand. Across the dust of a silenced town in this forsaken land.
Stood face to face with the devil in boots, his smirk a twisted sin. He sold the love that was mine by right. The darkness drew him in. But vengeance is a partner, cold and hard and lean. We waltz among the shadows, our justice unforeseen. Dance the revenge waltz, let the old church bell toll, for every heart that's broken, for every stolen soul. Now as the dawn creeps o'er the hills with nothing left to mend, I take my leave in silence, this waltz has found its end. Dance the revenge waltz, spin until we're free, lost in the world of dust and fate beneath the ghost town's tree.
Under the moon's pale watch, old chapel lies still. Shadows dance on cracked walls with a ghostly thrill. Dust devils spin where the vows were once heard. Whiskey breath and whispered sins undisturbed. A train whistle moans through the cursed silent town. Echoes of old lovers' cries settling down. Hear the whispers in the chapel, all so slow, twirling secrets in the dark where no one goes. Burning memories in the pews, they softly speak of a love that turned to vengeance and a heart gown stained with time, a specter of the love lost in her silent prime. The wind howls through the doorway, a mournful tune, as she sways alone beneath the ghostly moon. Feel the whispers in the chapel, also deep, where the forgotten graves of lost lovers sleep. She dances on through the night to a vengeful beat. In her heart, no forgiveness, just the desert's heat. So beware the love that whispers false under the steeple high, for it dances in the shadows where the old secrets lie. Underneath that hollow sky, ghost town whispers, wind-borne lies. Dust dances with the devil's sound on streets where dreams lay fallow drowned. Moonlight casts a judgmental glow on the chapel where no believers go. Empty bottles clink like bones in a tavern where sinners atone. Beneath the hollow sky, shadows tell what words deny. In the silence, truth will rise whilst the righteous close their eyes. Stars bear witness from on high to the tales of why men die underneath that hollow, haunted sky. Old train tracks, rusted, worn, echo wails of the forlorn. The sheriff's badge, tarnished, bent by bullets spent in malcontent. Her love was a fleeting spell, a tender heart bound for hell. In the dust of a cursed land, she slipped like time through a broken hand. Beneath the hollow sky, tales of love, how they twist, they pry. In the silence, past deeds cry while the wounded spirits fly. Stars gaze down with a mournful eye on lonely graves where secrets lie underneath that hollow, haunted sky. The old church flames kiss the night, a burning cross to set things right. Forgotten sins come to light as the past demands a fight. Face to face with what I've done under the relentless desert sun. This land keeps score of the lost and won. Beneath the hollow sky, I stand with no alibi. In the silence, I confess, embrace the curse and seek redress. Stars look down on this restless plight, guide the lost back through the night. Underneath this hollow, haunted sky, whiskey soothes the restless soul. Beneath the sky that makes us whole, drifting sands that time will sieve. Beneath the hollow sky we live. In a town where the shadows talk and the streets they mourn in dust, a whiskey bottle lies uncorked beside a badge now caked with rust. old train whistles cut the silence, haunt the bones of wooden frames. A burning church is a last defiance as I recall those cursed names. Blood on the ghost town under a crimson sky, lost souls whispering as the vultures fly. This land remembers, oh, it never lies. Blood on the ghost town where my heartache lies. The wind carries tales of you, of a love that once burned so true, turned to betrayal under harvest moons. Your laughter now a ghostly tune. I found you cold in the desert's embrace, forgotten grave, no stone nor trace, only the echoes of your grace, driven to madness in this godforsaken place. Blood on the ghost town under a weeping sky, silent deserts hold the secrets of your lie. This earth keeps score of the tears I cry. Blood on the ghost town where my old love died. At the edge of the broken road, I stood where the night was split. Your shadow in the moonlight showed a fleeting ghost I'll never forget. Revenge, a bitter path I tread, but justice finds its own in the end. With each step towards you I'm led, in the town that sin couldn't mend. Blood on the ghost town under a starless sky. Each step in the sand, a part of me dies, but I'll lay you down where the old crow flies. Blood on the ghost town, and a gunslinger's goodbye. In the shadow of the hollowed out church bells, where the wind whispers secrets in cursed wells, a ghost town sleeps under a blood-red moon, cradling stories buried deep where dark flowers bloom. Dance gently, my love, on the silent gray's crust, where the earth holds the echoes of the betrayed and the just. Waltz with the phantoms under starless skies, in the dust of the dam where redemption lies. Rode a man with a heart full of firestone, chasing whispers of a lover through the desert alone. Found her veiled by the burnt out saloon's embrace, next to whiskey bottles and another man's face. Dance, dear outlaw, on the silent gray's jest, where the earth tells of heartache that won't let you rest. Turn with the ghosts where the cold winds blow, with each step uncover the truth buried below. On that night, the cold iron sung its song. Two lovers dances alone with his regrets and his rifle. In the silent grave waltz his lament, his survival, till he lays down his burden by the churchyard sigh, where the whispers grow quiet and even outlaws die. In the heart of a dusty valley wide, where the shadows play tricks by the moonlight side, I ride past whispers of a cursed land's breath, through ghost towns and secrets like dancing with death. Every step stirs the stories the old winds tell of a gunslinger's glory and the night he fell. Oh, I'm riding through the gunslinger, under stars that morning, cold and blue. In his silence I find my own, chasing echoes of blood and bone. Whiskey's warmth guides my resolve, as I see what only time can absolve. The tale winds back to a love so bold, in a town too young to be so old. She was the light in a place run wild. He was a man whose heart she beguiled, but betrayal came with a storm's swift gust, left him for dead in the desert dust. Yes, I'm riding through the gunslinger, each mile dressed in dust, dark linger. In his vengeance I find my pain, beneath the cries of a night train. Whiskey numbs the past cruel sting, as I ride where church bells no longer ring. In the silence between gunshots and preachers pray, lies the truth that I've hunted since he went astray. Face to face with the ghost in the fading light, my heart's mirror shattered by the forsaken night. Revelations fire in this lonely fight, echoes of him and me riding through the night. Now I'm riding through the gunslinger, with a spirit free and a heart somber. In his story my demons lay bare, crossing deserts of endless despair. Whiskey whispers of what must be done, as I accept the man I've become. So I'll ride through the echoes and the haunting fear, the gunslinger's path both far and near. In the cold heart of a land wild and vast, I find peace in the shadows that we cast.
In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust dances with the devil's sway. Whiskey bottles line forgotten graves, beneath the sun's relentless blaze. A train whistle moans through cursed lands, an echo of a nooses tied strands. Beneath the last ride, where vows lay to rust, love turned to betrayal in a whirlwind of dust. Shadows of a gallows on a moonlit dried creek, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted seek. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a a chapel lit by flame-filled skies. Promises as frail as a parched rose. Her heart was a secret no one knows. A Judas kiss under a starless night left me alone to face my plight. Beneath the last ride where trust was sold, hearts grow as cold as the guns we hold. Echoes of our laughter in a breeze that weeps, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted keep. On that burning church I swore her name. The wind carried away all blame. Face down the man who stole her gaze. In the dust storm's wild relentless haze, 2 shots rang out like an old church bell. One found its mark and the other fell. Of lost love and eternal blame, as the ghost town sleeps under night's deep veil. I wander these streets, a lone dusty trail. Beneath the last ride, redemption's just a ghost, whispering secrets to the winds that haunt me most. Under a blood-red sky in Dead Man's Hollow, where whispers tell of the cursed and swallowed old whiskey bottles, lay souls departed in this ghost town, broken, black-hearted. Wind howls through the chapel's burned remains, singing hymns of sorrow, shackles and chains. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive, where every man's a specter and the sins of the past survive. In the dust we wrote our treaties, in blood we broke them all. No mercy in the ghost town, just the devil's call. I loved a girl with eyes like stormy weather. In this God-forsaken town we dreamt together, but love turned to ash in the blink of a gun. Her betrayal a bullet that couldn't be outrun. By the old forgotten graves I swore her name. Vengeance the only keeper of my flame. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive. Every whisper in the wind, a reminder no one gets out alive. From
I take is haunted by my heart's unyielding creed. In the dust I'll lay my memories, in the soil I'll bury my pain. No mercy in the ghost town, where even angels refrain. In the whispering sands I find my own. No mercy in the ghost town, forever alone. In the ghost of a town where the dust whispers secrets, under the moon's silver watch she walks without sound. Her veil's as dark as the night's cold embrace. Past shuttered doors down by the ground of unsound. Whiskey bottles in decay line the chapel's old aisles, where once vows were promised, now only shadows attend. Oh, the silence of the bride in black, haunting the ruins of love turned cold. Her heart's a deserted track, echoing the lies that the winds have told. In the silence, in the black, revenge breathes a tale never old. They said he was a drifter, came in on a southbound train. Whistle cut through the night like a scream out of hell. Promised her forever, left only pain. Now her tears are dried up like the old wishing well. In her hand a faded photograph burns in the fire of the church, where her dreams turn to dust. The silence of the bride in black wanders through memories as sharp as rust. Her love was a one-way track, gone with the wind in betrayal she trusts. In the silence, in the black, she walks the cursed lands, doing what she must. Down by the railroads where the night hides sins, she finds him laughing, a new love by his side. Thunder rolls as her vengeance begins. The storm's rage mirrors the fury in her stride. A flash of steel under the lightning's cracked silhouettes entwined, then just one stands back. Now the silence of the bride in black carries the echoes of justice's clap. Across the silent desert she'll track back. In her heart a dusty road unwrapped. In the silence, in the black, bride of vengeance, no more to be trapped. So listen close to the wind's low moan. In the silence of a bride turned stone.
In the shadow of a burned out church with the devil at my side, dust kicks up where the hope once lived and the long gone brides are cried. Moonlight casts a guilty glow on whiskey lying spent. Echoes of a train whistle from a time that's long been rent. Whispers in the winter was her guide. She left with secrets wrapped in cloaks under cover of the night. In her wake a trail of smoke and the fading of the light. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love turn to betrayal beneath the moon's cold hand. Each step a chapter of the past, each breath a parting mark. I wander lost horizons with whispers in my heart. By the forgotten graves I've come to terms with my own sins. Her voice a haunting melody that dances on the wind. The truth is sharp as desert glass, cuts clean through the lies. In the silence of this wasteland, a part of me just dies. Whispers in the outlaw heart like dust that never settles. Revenge a bitter road ahead, twisting like the devil's. Tonight I'll ride in this curse or let it claim my part. A soul adrift in shadows with whispers in its heart. Underneath that crimson sky, where the vultures circle high, town of shadows whispers tales, silence trails and rusty nails. Whiskey bottle by my side, spirit lost to the night's ride. Each step creaks in ghost town halls to the tune of the dusty boots waltz. Oh, dance me through the wind and sand, where promises break like brittle, and turn my heart with your cold false calls. Spin me round in the dusty boots waltz. Met a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built with lies. Her love a dagger dressed in lace. My heart left to plead its case. Echoes of a train sad moan carried dreams we'd never own. Under stars that watched and judged, in our silent waltz we trudged. Oh, dance me through the memories plan, where shadows stretch and curse the land. Twist my soul with your haunting draws, lost in loops of the dusty boots waltz.
treachery.